Guys, today we've got Jordan Brand gearing up to ruin a perfectly good sneaker. I went boots on the ground to investigate the $30 Yeezys. And the Travis Scott Jordan 1s, here we go again. Welcome to Sneaky Sundays. How has your week been, guys? Let me know down in the comment section what you've been copping, what have you been passing up on. But of course, we need to get into a release recap because there's been some gems. First up, we got Jordan and Supreme. So week 7, the Supreme drop. What did you get? Did you pick up any of the Jordan pieces or did you pass on it? The Nigo and Nike Air Force 3 low dropped. Let me know if you picked up any of the clothing or if you tried to go for the sneakers. They seemed pretty damn limited. I went for them. I wanted to see what they were like, and yeah, just nothing. Straight L's for me. Then we had the, I don't know what the hell we even calling this, just the next Adidas Fear of God release, which I actually did pick up the boots. I think I'm gonna go for those lows, but at some point I just want to see what the boots are like. Let me know if you picked up anything from this drop. So yeah, not a massive amount of stuff that released, so let me know if there's anything I missed and you picked up something that we didn't even know dropped. Drop it down in the comments. But listen, we need to get into this upcoming stuff, so let's kick it off with a raffle that is open right now. So this is the KITH and New Balance collaboration on 2 different sneaker models. We got the New Balance 1000, which is my personal favorite. I think this colorway and the way that they did this collab is perfect. It's kind of what you would want from KITH and New Balance. It's also because like the resurgence of the New Balance 1000 model is so new, you don't get that many different colorways, and I think that they elevated this in a really nice premium way. You've got suede on the upper and it's just all over, just really nice colorway. Now they also did the 990 V4, but to me these things look a little bit more kind of like stuff that we've seen in the past, so it's not a big deal for me. So yeah, either way, both of these are up on the KITH app for a raffle right now, and I think it closes on the 8th of October, so if you do like them, well, now's your shot. Sticking with the New Balance 1000, 3 different colorways, which I just thought were really nice, so I wanted to just let you know that they are going to be dropping tomorrow. That is October the 7th. We've got a triple black or mostly black colorway. We've got a really nice triple white colorway, very similar to that ALD collab, so if you didn't want to buy those or they sold out, I would look at these as an option. Then finally, we got a gray and white midsole pair, which to me is probably the weakest of the 3. Black and white, you can't really go wrong. Now, this one was actually supposed to release yesterday on the 5th of October. However, it got so chaotic, the police had to shut it down. And of course, I'm talking about the Oregon Nike Dunk Low, the Oregon What the Ducks of a Feather collaboration. So like I said in previous episodes, there's 2 different releases for this pair of sneakers. There is the Flight Club drop, which was supposed to happen on October the 5th, and then there's going to be a GOAT app drop on the 11th of October. However, when they went to drop them at Flight Club, this place literally got shut down because this drop was so chaotic. We got a post here of the police showing up and basically just holding people back from the freaking door. We've got a post from Flight Club saying that their whole release has been cancelled and they're going to notify of when it's going to be rescheduled. We got some shots here of like this person saying that they were in the line since 4 a.m. and around 8 a.m. shit got bad. Some fights broke out, cops showed up, some people were camping since Thursday to get these shoes. Got these wristbands on the floor, which were basically fake wristbands that people were selling so that people could go in the line and grab these shoes. No idea what this Discord chat is. Here's a little video clip of, I don't know, it's very short, so there's not much going on for people jumping around. And then we got this shot here of, I assume, people just camping out in the early hours. Yeah, this was, oh shit, there's a fire. Okay, yeah, this is an insane drop. I don't even know what's going on. When all of these retailers stopped doing first come, first serve, it seems like people just forgot how to wait in line in an orderly fashion. Nevertheless, like I said, I'll update you as soon as Flight Club actually puts out a new release date for these things. I wonder if they are even gonna bother doing another first come, first serve, or if they just do some kind of raffle release. Another drop happening tomorrow is a little bit of a slap in the face. Frickin' Adidas is dropping a $350 pair of Adidas Sambas. You guys gave Adidas an inch and they took a mile. Basically, like right after they did the little Jound one where they said it was like made in Italy and it was super premium quality and everything, and then people were like, okay, $350 is absolutely outrageous, but it's kind of what Jound does as a collaborator. So Adidas was like, well, do we even need Jound? Do we need to pay them anything? Let's just drop a pair ourselves for $350. Either way, these drop October the 7th through Adidas. We just got a release update for the upcoming Nike Sneakers app exclusive Air Max 95. This is them right over here. So this is going to be the Erosion colorway. This takes inspiration from the guy who literally created the Air Max 95, Sergio Lozano, and I think it's a really solid colorway. Either way, these are going to be dropping again through the Nike Sneakers app on the 9th of October. All right, let's talk about these Yeezys. This one's pretty interesting. So last week or on Wednesday, we spoke about how Adidas started selling Yeezys for $30. That's right. In their outlets, a bunch of images were floating around on Reddit of Adidas outlets selling off the rest of their inventory for literally just $30. Like, what in the world is going on? So I think some of the tags were a little bit different, but yeah, it's pretty freaking wild considering this is like a what, $250 pair of shoes normally? $30 is like you would spend more on a t-shirt. So would you not buy a pair of shoes for $30, especially a pair of Yeezys? It's insane. The internet went crazy about this. Look at that, $40 quantums. It's madness. Even had Family Guy out here talking about freaking Yeezys and making references to how cheap they are now.
Uh-oh, we wrecked the pumpkin and my sneakers.
Are those Yeezys?
They're cheaper now.
So I went ahead and went to the closest Adidas outlet I have to me to find out if Adidas is actually selling Yeezys. So according to the internet, Adidas is selling Yeezys right now for like $30. So I'm here checking out the Adidas outlet to see if that's actually true. All right, what are we saying, dog? You reckon there's gonna be Yeezys in there?
Nah, I don't think so.
All right, we found it. Ain't seen nothing yet. Ain't seen nothing yet. Down here? Nope. Okay. What we got? We got these. Damn, these are freaking $35. That's crazy. Yeah, they all got cooked. Nothing above a size 5. So, yeah, insane. $35. No sizes left. People really came through and swooped that shit up. Bottom line is, this is actually a thing, and Adidas is basically just clearing stock at an all-time aggressive rate. I'm pretty certain like what they have now is all that they have left. I really don't think they're going to be doing another drop. So if you were kind of waiting around being like, oh, maybe I'll wait till some other colorways come up, I think this is literally it. I don't think they're dropping any more after this. But hey, if you live next to an Adidas outlet, it might be worth checking to see if they have any sizes, even though the one that I went to had like literally nothing, just tiny sizes. All right, this one's pretty hilarious and a little bit annoying, I think. It's just a little bit sad to see. We've got a confirmation of the upcoming Jordan 4 RM Pine Green. So the last time we spoke about this I believe was a mock-up, and they were kind of speculating that there's going to be a pine green colorway, but I think we all kind of assumed there's going to be, you know, some changes. It's not going to be identical to the Pine Green 4s, but no, they are literally making them identical, and I have no idea why this picture over here doesn't have an air unit. That's something that I first clocked, but I think it's because this is a GS size, maybe. Either way, these are official images, and they are literally making them identical to the Pine Green 4s. This is so strange because to me, it's like, look, I get it. The Pine Greens are incredibly hyped up, but the thing is that I really like the Jordan 4 RM. I think it's a good pair of shoes. But if you make colorways like this, you're not helping the stigma of people looking at this and being like, this is the poor person's SB4s. It's kind of detracting from the Jordan 4 RM itself, kind of making it just a little bit like one of those shoes, you know, that kind of rips off some of the more expensive models, which I think just doesn't really do this sneaker much justice because it's a cool looking model, it's comfortable, it's affordable, it's a great version of the Jordan 4 or just a Jordan sneaker in general. Maybe some people are going to really like this. Either way, let me know what you think of this down in the comment section. These are going to be dropping spring 2025. I think that there's a ton of Jordan 4 RM colorways coming in the pipeline, and I'm sure now that we've seen this, a lot of them are going to kind of replicate hyped up Jordan 4 colorways. Speaking of Jordan 4s, this was very interesting and a kind of cool colorway as well. This is the Shadow Jordan 4 RM, and what's really interesting is that this is not a Nigel Sylvester collaboration. However, it has that bike logo on the back that you only get on the Nigel Sylvester collab. So maybe all of these have that logo. I'm not entirely sure. Haven't checked my GR version. I've got the Nigel Sylvesters now. That obviously does have it, but maybe it's worth checking. If you've tried out this pair of shoes, you bought a GR colorway, maybe just flip that back tab down and see if it's got the bike logo, because that's really random, because I know the Nigel Sylvester kind of spoke about that as like a hidden detail for that collaboration specifically. This shadow colorway is a banger. I think it's a really nice colorway. This colorway is going to drop at some point this year. No exact release date. Speaking of new Jordan brand shoes, the Jordan Flight Court, their brand new sneaker model, is going to be debuting spring 2025. So we've got 3 different colorways to take a look at, and this is a really interesting sneaker model. You can take one look at it and really see the DNA of like different other Jordan models, but you couldn't quite put your finger on exactly one that it's trying to be. So it does seem like it has a lot of Jordan DNA. However, the actual silhouette of the shoe looks a lot more like a skateboarding or some kind of, you know, basketball sneaker. And just like the Jordan 4 RM, these look like they're going to be a really nice, like solid quality, affordable option. These are going to retail for $115, which is pretty crazy for a Jordan shoe. Nevertheless, I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comment section. What do you think of this Jordan model? Do you like it, or do you just think that it's another random one that's gonna flop? Drake and Nike is cooking up another sneaker right off the bat of their Hot Step 2, and it's looking, I don't know, not my favorite. So this is a Nike Air Max Plus, and I don't know the whole story between Nocta and Nike. It's like very confusing. Some of them are like collaborations on existing Nike models like the Air Force One, and then some of them are kind of new like the Hot Steps. These kind of seem like a little bit in the middle. Yes, this is kind of Nocta's logo on the side here, just without the stars. And then you've got like pretty much a traditional midsole. It kind of looks like a regular Air Max, but then you get the trail laces, or the kind of like easy tie laces. They're going to be debuting next year, 2025. Just got an official release date for a highly anticipated pair of Kobe sneakers, the Kobe 5 X-Ray. They're going to be dropping in time for Halloween. So instead of doing a October 31st drop, we're getting these things on October the 17th. And we've been speaking about them for a while. They look solid. I think these are going to have people out in droves. A lot of people are excited about these things. They glow in the dark in all over blue. This is a sick colorway. And on top of the shoes, we're also going to be getting some clothing along with this drop. First of all, this t-shirt, which is pretty sick. A couple different colorways of it. Again, just following that kind of like X-ray design. Yeah, and here are the official images of this pair of sneakers ahead of their release. Let me know what you think about these. Are you going to be going for them? Let me know down in the comment. We got a little update on the Stash Nike collab that's going to be dropping either the end of this year or 2025. It's a little bit confusing. So the first one is we're getting a Nike Air Max 95 Stash collab. So this is another one as part of like the Air Force One that dropped back in 06. So they're bringing both of them back, and both of them have pretty much exactly the same changes to them. They're not an exact retro. If you can take a look at this, they change up the materials just a little bit. So this is a picture of the original one. However, we just got a first look of the 2024 or 2025 pair, which has different material for this lightest blue color on the top. The weird thing is, it says over here holiday 2024, and that's when I thought the Air Forces were going to drop. However, it also says here that this is going to be a drop for Air Max Day 2025. But of course, we also got the Air Forces that are also returning. Similar kind of thing, where take a look at this material on the original 06 pair versus the latest version. Again, I'm not entirely sure whether this is going to drop this year or next year. A little update on the Black Cement 3s, which are going to be dropping this year, November the 23rd. So this is some in-hand shots, but the interesting little update is that we might just see a shock drop very, very soon, according to Z Sneakerheads. This month is looking pretty bare for releases, so if they decided to do a little shock drop through the Nike Sneakers app, it would make sense if they did that. All I'm saying is there's going to be a lot of people out to get these things, and if there is a shock drop, you're going to want to know about it, so subscribe to the channel, and as soon as we get any more information, I will let you guys know. We just got the first looks of the upcoming Ama Manure pair, or I guess second, because Ama Manure already took a picture of these things, but now we get to see them up close. They look a little bit different to those first shots. Like, they look a lot more layered up with different material. So Ama Manure is really utilizing the different layered design of the Air Max 95, because they've literally dropped like a different piece of material for every single layer. But there's just something about them that that just looks a little bit off. I don't know, it's not my favorite looking. Like, compared to this shot over here, this colorway, this is one I can get behind. There's just something about the lighter colors, maybe. Now, apparently, there is going to be 3 different colorways of this Air Max 95. Of course, this one, I believe, is going to be the dark violet ore. And then we're also going to be getting a black colorway and then a diffused taupe, which I assume is this one, my personal favorite, diffused taupe. So the release date is, this one's going to be first, I believe, this holiday season, 2024. And then the other 2, the black and the diffused taupe, is going to happen spring and summer 2025. No exact release dates. This one's very interesting, and sticking with Air Max's, Patta is coming back through for another round of their Wave collaboration, this time on a Nike Air Max 90. Now, the Air Max 1 that they did, that was extremely popular. I think they did 3 or 4 colorways of that version with like the wavy sides. Maybe they did even more. So we're not entirely sure if they're going to do multiple colorways of this Air Max 90 version, but from what we can tell from the leaks and rumors, they're going to have the exact same kind of design motif where it has like the wavy panel underneath. Now, in all honesty, I do think that the Air Max 1 is probably going to be a little bit more popular, especially if they're going for like a similar design. Either way, this is going to be a summer 2025 release, another freaking pair of sneakers to add to the 2025 drop calendar. Just got a little bit of a better look at the upcoming Dornbecker collab. This is the first colorway, the pair of 6s. It's literally the only colorway or the only sneaker model that we've actually had leaks of so far. And I believe the release date is relatively soon. So at some point this holiday season, we're going to be getting the entire Dornbecker collab, but this is, yeah, the best looks that we've seen yet. A bunch of different laces on this one, and yeah, they're looking very colorful, very bright, with a bunch of sparkly laces as options. Not personally one for me. Little release reminder for the Air Max 1 low poly. This is the dot swoosh Cenat sneaker that we kind of spoke about last week, but now we have like some actual in-hand shots that are way easier to see, and essentially I think it's a pretty cool little option for the Air Max 1. I think it's you know, a nice little change up. It's got some kind of unrendered design elements to it. Now that you can see them up close, you can see all of like the little pixel color things that they've added to it, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, overall, these are solid in my opinion. They're going to be dropping on October the 8th. They're only pre-orders, so they're going to take a while to ship. I think 120 days according to Sneaker News. This is one that I didn't even know we're going to be getting this year, but the What the Co.Jp Nike Dunk Retro, they're bringing these things back, and this is the official images, looking exactly like you would expect. They're mismatched from left to right to just basically include all of the different colorways of the Nike Dunk Low on here. Either way, if you like these things, they're going to be dropping on October the 19th. Just as we talk about those freaking Pattas that are going to be dropping next year, we're also going to be getting an Air Max 90 Escape Retro, which is pretty crazy. 23 years since the original one dropped, we're getting a retro of these. I don't know what Nike's trying to do, just basically retro everything so they have nothing left in their freaking archives. Everything has been re-released. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then the fact that they're also adding these to the 2025 lineup is also wild. Let's talk about this whole Travis Scott situation. It's pretty crazy. So the medium olives that just dropped, they're getting freaking stolen. So let's say you enter this raffle, this Nike raffle that we all know is heavily botted, is heavily backdoored, and somehow you manage to slip through and get a retail pair of the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Medium Olive, only to have it stolen by the freaking FedEx people. This sums it up perfectly. This person wrote the best feeling to the worst feeling. Can't believe these shipped with nothing in them. So what do? Do these delivery people just leave an empty box right outside your door? That is crazy. I really do think that Nike needs to change the way that they're shipping out these shoes, because at least here in the UK, they ship them out with like a product code of what the shoe is. They ship it out with the size that the shoe is. Like, it's all printed on the outside of the box. So if someone was like, ooh, a Nike box, it's got all of the branding all over it, let's see what pair of shoes this is. They just quickly Google up the style code that's on the outside of the box. They'll know exactly that these are a pair of freaking Travis Scott Jordan 1s. They'll be like, I could sell these things for like a double, triple the price, or I could just keep them for myself. Now, this is definitely not new. This is something that was happening a lot lot with different, I can't remember whether it was just specifically FedEx, but it was like UPS, a couple of other ones. This person saying that UPS took them. This person was not afraid. He literally said, congrats, you won on the sneakers app. Now you gotta get through me. Let me know down in the comment section if you experienced this before. If you did, I am so sorry. That is probably one of the worst feelings ever. But hey, medium olives, they're done, right? Let's move on to the next Jordan 1 Travis Scott, and that is this pair over here, the chocolates. We got a little video of someone having them in hand because these are going to be dropping right around the corner in December. I'll give you a release date in a second, but first of all, we got to talk about the situation that's going on with these. Again, they're going to be dropping on December the 21st, and we have a very similar looking colorway on November the 13th, except this time it's the Jumpman Jacks. And then we're also supposed to be getting this chocolate Travis Scott, what are these called? Sharkadons? I forget the name. We've got more images of the back door being wide open on these things. So this person, which is the exact same person that was doing a bunch of backdooring for the medium olives, but yeah, he's got a bunch more pairs of the velvet brown. So it shows just like if there's money in it, which there is in Travis Scott's, like there is still, I know a lot of other sneakers are not reselling anymore, but there is still a lot of money in Travis Scott shoes. They're gonna be backdoored. But hey, let me know down in the comment section what you think about all of this. It just looks like all of the odds are stacked against you when it comes to a Travis Scott Jordan 1. That wraps it up for this week's Sneaky Sundays. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so I can always keep you up to date with the latest sneaker leaks and rumors. And if you want to check out another video, just check that one, right? Just click, clickety, click, that one.